Welcome to the energy of the weekend for Saturday and Sunday, July 12th and July 13th. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. Just give me a moment here. Apologies. Let's go ahead here. Let's see what is going on for the weekend for you guys and myself. I'm not exempt from it either. So let's see what's happening. Let's take a look. There it is. So we have don't let your past hold you back. Well, that's an interesting one, of course. And believe in the impossible. Oh, this is different. And luck is on your side. Okay, this is very different, actually. This is going to be mostly about individuals who are oppressed, I believe is the best word here, in some kind of unrealistic expectation or some type of traditions or something of that nature, okay? Now, this is a old program, so you could be stuck in some programs as well here that require to be, honestly required to be released by you, right? We do have the Page of Pentacles here, so basically starting from scratch for yourself, something of that nature. Let's see what the don't let the past hold you back, Queen of Wands. Okay. That talks about, taking on a more convincing, no, it's different. It's a confident conviction. So this is more like taking on a personality that is driven more so for yourself, because you do know yourself best, things of that nature. This is like coming out of being conformed or molded into things that are just not really part of you, okay? Having that bravery to basically cut yourself off from things that actually are really not very well meaning for you, to be honest. And it's not in a bad way. It just means that these are beliefs, ideals, and ideas and all that stuff. Oops, excuse me, all that stuff that doesn't really go with you. Okay, it doesn't go with your belief. It doesn't really go with who you are as a person. It's not really helpful. Okay, it's not a helpful time for you here. So I'm just going to move the cards over. There we go. And it's not part of who you're supposed to be. Right now, it seems like you're just, singing and dancing for other individuals because that's what you think is most accepted. But it seems like the fire from within yourself is what should be shining here, or what should be kindling here, or whatever the case is. Let's keep going now, because that one's interesting. So don't let the past hold you back here. What else is going on with that Queen of Wands? What else is this? There we go. Yeah, okay. So we have the Temperance on the side, acting like a challenge. Then we've got the Eight of Cups, also slightly acting like a I'm gonna say it. Some of you here need to really close something that's really not part of your life, and you know it. You know you've only been pretending to like it. You know you've only been pretending to, to go along with it, but it's really not your style. The only issue that you may have here in a challenge position is that you might feel like because you're going to break out of some type of chain for yourself, then the balance in the system that you're operating in is going to be, give me a second. It's a specific word. The balance is going to be disrupted in this case. So for you, it's your duty to yourself even to take on this, this type of confidence that you don't have to really pretend, but you're having a little bit of trouble here walking away from it. You may feel like if you say something, then you're going to create a tornado or a disaster, but you're meant to move forward anyway, okay? So there is something going on with that. Now, believe in the impossible. What's this about? What's believing in the impossible, please? What's believing in the impossible, please? Page of Wands. Yep. There we go. So here's the thing. You will require to really take some time off for yourself and really think about what makes you happy and really talk to yourself about this. Okay, you're gonna have a moment in time here. It doesn't have to be now, okay? It doesn't have to be the weekend, but at one point or another, you are going to start really kind of slightly distancing yourself because you're going to need a little bit of time to reflect on what's going on in your life, that kind of thing, okay? And if things are, if they are connected with one another, because that's the High Priestess. The High Priestess is literally asking you guys to really pay attention to your inner child with the Page of Wands here as well, and give equally, not only to the outside world, but also consider yourself from your inside world as well here, okay? So it's important to keep yourself level-headed in any type of situation, okay? Whatever it is that you're facing, to keep yourself level-headed in all aspects here. Rather than, saying, if somebody asks you, hey, is everything okay? And you're just like, yeah, I'm fine, nothing's wrong. And really, there are some things wrong that are bothering you. You should be connecting with that, or rather, yes, you should be connecting with it in order to have a conversation about it. That's true. Yes. Okay, so let's see what kind of energies we have here before I call them out. Queen of Wands, any fire sign, Leo, specifically. Temperance is Sagittarius. Eight of Cups here is Pisces and Scorpio. Page of Wands is more like a Sagittarius, High Priestess, Cancer, Pisces, and then Four of Swords is more like a Libra. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Energy-wise, oh, there it is. There's the Sagittarius right on top of that Temperance card. Anything else? You're meant to be, you're meant to be exploring other venues, You're meant to be traveling forward, not keeping yourself stuck, But let's see. With the Sagittarius, is there anything? Yeah. Is there anything else? Yeah. You are supposed to take control, take hold of your adventurous spirit, okay? Your adventurous spirit. Now, this doesn't mean you just, flip the table and you leave. But I mean in the sense that if you are overstaying your welcome in some type of environment, it's time to go. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry to say it like this. Or it's time to reflect on it. So you actually communicate to individuals that there are some things that you don't agree with, and not being scared that they're either going to, not being scared of the fact that, you're the one that has to bring an axe to a certain type of pattern or cycle. Okay? Don't be worried about that. You're important too. Oh, there we go. All right, so Aries on the side, water on the side, Virgo on the side. Yeah, this is problematic a little bit here, because it feels like a person is stuck in two minds to a degree, and especially with the Aries and the water and fire, right? And then the Virgo is the mutable of the earth, and it's almost like you don't really have a decisive pathway in front of you, or you don't see it. But that's because you are also distracting yourself with the fear or the uncertainty of whether or not people are going to accept you just because you are breaking out of the molds that they had for you, or the expectations that they had for you, that kind of thing. You're supposed to break away out of that, to be honest with you, especially with Pluto. You've got Scorpio there with Pluto. We've got the Virgo, water sign, any water sign, and Aries, of course, and Sagittarius. So let's go ahead here and let's see what the forest spirit animals would like to say, or forest spirit oracle cards would like to say to this situation overall here. Over the weekend, basically, you may start to think about where you actually belong. You may start to think about those things. And you should be also assessing if you are just staying in a situation just because you don't want to make it angry or whatever, or cause any kind of conflict. That's not what this is about. This is about just you being able to consider yourself in the group as well. And then if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And people should also respect your own boundaries as well here. Igniting change. Yep. Burn away the old and forge a new path to face the world with purpose and determination. You're meant to find yourself, guys. Don't live through dreams and hopes and expectations of others. You have your own, all right? I wish you all the very best. Have a great one, and I will see you all on Monday. Bye-bye.